You're listening to I Love Old Time Radio with your host, Virtual Vinny. Welcome to our debut week of I Love Old Time Radio. Welcome, old time radio fans. I'm your host, Virtual Vinny. This episode is brought to you by WebHelp US. WebHelp US designed and maintains the I Love Old Time Radio website and could maintain your site as well. Do you have a Joomla or WordPress site? Do you perform regular backups and updates to your site? Well, failing to do so may leave your site open to hacking. Let WebHelp US do the work for you. Maintenance packages begin at just under $10. Visit webhelpus.com today. I Love Old Time Radio produces a new show every Monday through Friday, each day with a different theme. Fridays, we are entertained by the game and variety show genre. Today, we are playing Groucho Marx's You Bet Your Life. The idea behind You Bet Your Life came from a radio appearance Groucho did with Bob Hope. Groucho ad-libbed most of his performance, and Hope's producer, John Goodell, formed the idea of a quiz show featuring Groucho. Goodell managed to not only convince Groucho to take part in the show, telling him that the quiz show would just be a backdrop for him interviewing contestants and ad-libbing, but also to invest in 50% of the show. It debuted on ABC Radio on October 27th, 1947. We played the audition episode during one of our preview editions, and this episode is episode number 9, originally aired on December 22nd, 1947.
Ladies and gentlemen, starting next week, Groucho Marx will be heard on Wednesday night, just ahead of Bing Crosby. And right now, if anyone mentions the word room, R-O-O-M, at any moment during the next half hour, he gets $250 in cash immediately.
Really?
You bet your life. Elgin American, creators of America's most beautiful compacts, smartest cigarette cases, finest dresser sets, present Groucho Marx in the new comedy quiz series, You Bet Your Life. Produced and transcribed from Hollywood. And here's that sterling Elgin American, the one, the only...
That's me, Groucho Marx. Thank you. George Fenneman, who's placed on the court calendar tonight?
Well, Groucho, a soldier and a sailor have been waiting off stage. They were chosen for the audience just before we went on the air, and here they come now. Soldier John Best and sailor Mike Aaron meet Groucho Marx.
Merry Christmas to you both. Merry Christmas. And welcome to You Bet Your Life. We have a wonderful Christmas gift for each of you, an Elgin American Jeweller's bronze cigarette case. Here you are, and who knows? Maybe you'll say the secret word and get $250 in cash immediately. Here's a clue. It's a household word. In fact, no house is complete without one. Now, soldier, where's your home?
Baltimore, Maryland.
And are you married?
No, sir.
What about you, sailor?
No, sir, I have no wife.
You know, I went to a sailor's wedding once. It was sure funny to see that big battleship pull out of the harbor with a string of tin cans and old shoes tied to its rear admiral. Soldier Best, what do you think the secret word is? A household word. No
Chimney.
house is complete without one. Now,
Chimney.
guess. What is it?
Chimney?
No. What's your guess, sailor? Take a stab at it.
A wife?
What'd you say, my wife?
Any wife.
Oh, any wife. Well, I've only got one. Well, maybe you'll say it before we're through talking and win $250 instantly. Now, Soldier Best, why couldn't you go home for Christmas?
Couldn't get a leave.
Couldn't get a leave? Well, maybe you'll win the $1,500 and then you can fly home.
Hope so.
Well, if you fly, be sure you take a plane, huh? Where are you from, Mr. Aaron?
Texas.
Texas? Whereabouts?
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, huh? Well, what are you going to miss most by not being home for Christmas this year?
Horseback riding the night before Christmas Eve.
Well, let me get this straight. You say you go horseback riding the night before Christmas Eve? Is this under the tree do you do this, or?
Ride any place.
Any place, around the living room?
Out
Messy,
through the
isn't it?
fields.
Huh?
Through the fields.
Oh, through the fields, huh? Soldier, how old are you, huh? Let's get back to another subject, huh? This horse in the living room has thrown me. How old are you?
26.
26, huh? And how old are you, sailor?
18.
18, huh? When I was your age, I was a Girl Scout. I was always scouting for girls. What does your ideal girl look like, sailor?
Oh, about 5'6.5", with red hair and blue eyes.
Boy, he really knows what he wants, this fellow.
She wears a little green hat. It looks like a riding hat.
Well, have you ever seen this mythical girl?
Yeah, I've seen her.
Oh, you know this girl, huh?
Yeah, I met her at noon.
You met her at noon? Well, tell me, do you think a fella should kiss a girl on the first date?
Yeah, I believe he should.
He should, huh? How about you, soldier?
Well, I'll tell you. With a 24-hour pass, you have to work fast.
Well, now tell me, sailor, how do you make a date in a strange town? What do you say to a girl?
Would you like to go dancing, and maybe we can have something to eat after we dance?
Well, I'll be busy tonight, but tomorrow... Soldier, sailor, if you got married, would you want your wife to go on working?
On the pay we get, you'd have to keep on working.
Well, in just 1 minute, you're going to play You Bet Your Life and have a chance to earn $1,500. You could buy a lot of Christmas presents with that, but you'll have to do it in the next 2 days.
Yes, Groucho. Better late than never to wind up your Christmas shopping to the Queen's taste with glamorous Elgin American compacts. These perfect last-minute presents are the last word in compacts because Elgin Americans specialize in exquisite fashion designing, in exclusive jewel-like finish, and famous craftsmanship inside and out. Certainly she has a compact, but she needs another. In fact, every woman needs 3. Today, women up on fashion change their compacts when they change from streetwear to dressier to evening clothes. So you'll show that you know what's what when you give the exciting new Elgin American compacts. They're priced from $2.95 at all better stores and come in smart costume colors: jeweler's bronze, silver finish, and sterling silver. This Christmas, be sure you're right. Give the compacts that are first in a woman's heart. Elgin American.
Now, let's see if a soldier and a sailor can work together as a team for $1,500. Now, George, explain the rules of You Bet Your Life.
Well, each of our 3 couples has been credited with $20, and each couple gets 4 questions in a category of their own choice. The idea is to build that $20 into as much money as possible by betting Groucho you can answer the questions. The couple winning the most money at the end of the show gets a chance at the $1,500 question.
All right, here we go. Good luck on the questions. You bet your life. You pick questions that can be answered with 2 letters of the alphabet. Your first question pays even money. Bet 10, make 10. How much of your $20 will it be? One of you decide the amount.
10.
All right, here it is. What 2 letters could mean not difficult?
Easy.
Easy is right. Your second question also pays even money. Bet 10, make 10. How much do you bet?
10.
How much have you got?
I figured it at $30, Groucho.
You got $30 now. All right, now you're going to bet 10, make 10. Here it is. What 2 letters mean vacant or hollow?
Empty.
Empty is right. How much have they got?
They now have $40.
You've now got $40. Your third question pays 2 to 1. Bet 10, make 20. How much will you bet?
10.
No, they've got $40. How much do you bet?
20.
$20. All right, here it is. Now, this question pays 2 to 1. What 2 letters could you use to describe a pretty girl like Betty Grable, for example?
Q.
2 letters.
QT.
QT is right.
And they now have $80, Groucho.
All right, you've got $80. Now, here it comes, the question that counts. Your last chance to beat the other couples. Question pays 3 to 1. Bet 10, make 30. How much do you bet?
50.
50?
50.
Okay, what 2 letters mean to outdo, to do something better than anyone else?
Good.
No, I'm sorry. The answer is XL. XL.
And that means they wound up with $30.
I'm sorry. You've still got $30. You won $30, and here it is. It's all yours. Good luck from Elgin American Compacts, and Merry Christmas to you both.
Oh, too bad they didn't say the secret word, Groucho. It was room. Well, our next couple has been in a waiting booth off stage and doesn't know what's happened up to now. So, fellas, let them in. We arranged for some department store Santa Clauses to be here tonight, and just before we went on the air, our audience selected one of them and a little girl to be his partner. Now, here they come, Santa Claus Zach Hargis and little Beverly Kramer. Meet Groucho Marx right over there.
Santa Claus and a little girl. Well, we're mighty glad to have you two here tonight. Maybe you two will say the secret word and get $250 immediately. It's a household word. In fact, no house is complete without one. Say, you're not the real Santa Claus, are you?
No, I'm just Santa Claus helper.
Well, tell me, where are your headquarters?
North Pole.
No, I mean, where are you working at the moment? You're not working at the North Pole now, are you?
The May Company.
I thought you were up with Peary, maybe, or somebody up there. Now, Beverly, I realize this is a delicate question to ask a woman, but how old are you?
9.
Well, you certainly must
And
lead
a third.
And a third, huh? You must lead a very careful life. I'd say you don't look a day over 8. Well, you're not quite old enough to be using a compact, but here's the perfect Christmas gift for your mother. An Elgin American compact with a satin silver finish.
Thank you.
And Santa Claus is an Elgin American compact just like it for your wife. When you give it to her, she'll think you're the real Santa Claus instead of one of his branch officers.
Thank you.
Now, Santa Claus, what do you think the secret word is? Remember, no house would be complete without one.
Stove.
Stove? No, it's a pretty hot answer, but that's not the right one, huh? And Beverly, what's your guess?
Chair.
Chair? No. Maybe you say it before we're through and clip me for $250. I got clipped the other day for $1 in a barber shop. Now, Santa Claus. Well, tell me, in a day's work at the store, how many youngsters sit on your knee?
Well, about 1,500 on an average.
1,500? Yeah. Is that a fireproof beard you've got on there?
Well, I've never tried
one of
it
the
out.
kids is smoking or something.
I've never tried it out. I imagine it is.
Uh-huh. What do most of the kids want for Christmas?
Well, electric trains, scooters,
Electric chair?
bicycles,
What?
bicycles, and dolls. Them are the 4
Dolls,
main
huh?
things. And Bibles. They want, a lot of them ask for Bibles.
Well, who wants the dolls? The boys mostly or the
Mostly
girls?
girls.
Yeah, well, they'll change that when they grow up, you know. They'll be on the other knee and be the boys asking for the dolls. Now, do you tell them you'll see that they get the presents that they ask for?
I don't promise the children presents unless I get a tip.
What do you mean a tip? The kids have to give you money besides?
I get a...
Do you think you could fill Rita Hayworth's stockings?
Well, I'd sure promise her anything.
You would? He's not a real Santa Claus. This is an old Errol Flynn we got here tonight. Well, what special qualifications do you need to be a Santa Claus?
Have a lot of patience. Have a lot
Are
of
you a
love
doctor
for children.
or a Santa Claus now?
Oh, Santa Claus. A lot of patience, a lot of love for children, and then convey the thought to children that Santa Claus is the spirit of Christmas.
Well, that's a magnificent speech you just made there, huh? Beverly, tell me, what does your father do for a living?
Well, he's a real estate broker.
Now, what does your mother do? Is she just broke?
No, she's a housewife, and she takes care of our little brother.
Little brother? A small real estate agent running around there? Selling a pail of dirt to somebody next door? On a GI loan? Now, tell me, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I can't decide between a teacher and a nurse.
You want to make a decision between a teacher and a nurse? Oh, these ambitious kids today. When I was your age, the most I could hope to be was a man. I still haven't given up hope. Speaking of hope, that reminds me. Next week, I'll be just in front of Crosby. Well, now, what do you want for Christmas, Beverly?
Well, I want a book of knowledge, and I want a wristwatch so that I can go one place without being hurry
being
back to another.
What are you going to do, run on the wristwatch? Well, now, which of these things do you want most, the encyclopedia or the wristwatch, huh?
I still think I want the Book of Knowledge better.
Book of Knowledge, yes. That's a firm foundation. You read that Book of Knowledge, Beverly, and you'll have enough knowledge to get a wristwatch and diamond necklace and all kinds of things. You may not even need the encyclopedia. Beverly, do you have a boyfriend?
Yes.
Well, who's better looking, me or your boyfriend?
Well, I think he is.
Well, there goes the wristwatch, Beverly. Well, now get ready to play You Bet Your Life. If you earn more than the other couples, you get a chance at the $1,500 question. I'm sorry I can't tell you how much they won, but George Fenneman is off stage to remind our listeners.
The soldier and sailor are high so far with $30. So Santa Claus helper and Little Miss Kramer must earn more than $30. Now back to Groucho.
Here we go. Good luck on the questions. You bet your life. You choose questions about movie cartoon characters. Your first one pays even money. Bet 10, make 10. How much of your $20 will it be? One of you decide.
10.
No coaching. Okay, here it is. Walt Disney made a whole picture about a deer. What was the deer's name?
Bambi?
Bambi is right.
Groucho, they now have $30.
$30. You got $30. Your second question also pays even money. How much of your $30 will you bet you can answer? One of you decide.
$5.
$5? That okay with you, Santa?
Okay.
All right, here it is. Another Disney picture was about a flying elephant. What was his name?
Dumbo.
Dumbo is right.
They now have $35, Groucho.
This kid isn't so Dumbo. Now, your third question. Your third question pays 2 to 1. Bet 10, make 20. How much will you bet? One of you decide.
10.
All right, whose money are you betting out there, huh? All right, here it is. In the cartoon feature, Bambi, there was a cute little rabbit. What was the rabbit's name?
Thumper.
Thumper is right.
Well, Groucho, now they've built it up into $55.
You now have $55. Now, your last question is the one that counts. It's your last chance to beat the other couples. It pays 3 to 1. You bet 10, you make 30. How much of your $55 will you bet? One of you decides amount. Ready?
7.
7, huh? How much?
$10.
You got $55. How much you want to bet?
10.
Remember, you got to beat the other couples. $10? All right, here it is. In Pinocchio, who was the little pal who was always trying to keep Pinocchio out of trouble?
Jimmy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket is right.
And they wind up with a grand total, Groucho, of $85.
You won $85, and here it is. Congratulations from Elgin American, and Merry Christmas to you both.
Thank you.
We'll soon find out which of our 3 couples will earn the most money and get a chance at the $1,500 question. Our last couple will be here in just a minute.
Daylight, twilight, starlight. Well, just Tuesday and Wednesday are left for Christmas shopping. And if you had all kinds of time, you couldn't select a smarter, more welcome gift for a woman than an Elgin American compact threesome. One compact for streetwear, one for dressier daytimes, and one for evening. All in a lovely satin-lined gift box. Every woman needs 3 compacts to keep each apparel mood in that complete harmony that fashion magazines emphasize. Only Elgin American creates so many exquisite designs for every fashion need. So make your gift an impressive compact threesome by Elgin American. Or select any 3 Elgin Americans for your gift box. Sets of 3 are priced from $9.95 at all better department stores, jewelry stores, and specialty shops. 3 compacts will do her a glamorous fashion favor and establish your own good taste, too. Because your gift carries the preferred name, Elgin American. Daylight, twilight, starlight. Well, Groucho, Santa Claus and the little girl didn't say the secret word. It's room. Our final couple has been waiting off stage all this time and doesn't know what it is. Maybe they'll say it and get the $250 from Groucho immediately. Just before we went on the air, the audience chose a British war bride and her ex-GI husband to be on the show tonight, and here they come. Mr. William Hathorne and Mrs. Stella Hathorne meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome, kids, to You Bet Your Life. I wonder if you two will say the secret word and win $250. It's a household word. In fact, no house would be complete without one. The British war bride, eh? Well, I had no idea Britain was exporting such beautiful stuff. Well, what part of England are you from?
Harrow, Middlesex.
Where is that?
Harrow in Middlesex.
Middlesex. Well, let's not... I think you were foolish to come over here. How long have you been married, Mrs. Hathorne?
3 years, isn't it?
He's sluggy. He doesn't know anymore. Well, tell me, Mr. Hathorne, how long is 3 years in American money?
It's not long enough.
It's not long enough? Well, I'd like to give your wife the ideal Christmas gift. This beautiful Elgin American engraved silver finished dresser set.
Thank you very much.
Mrs. Hathorne, what do you think the secret word is? Remember, no home would be complete without one. Take a guess.
Bathroom.
Bathroom. Bathroom, yeah. Got yourself $250.
That's it, Groucho. The secret word is room. And they're close enough. So here's the $250 in cash from Elgin American Compact.
What are you going to do with the money?
Oh, I think we'll buy a new home.
Well, that got a pretty good laugh from the audience, huh? Tell me, Mr. Hathorne, how old are you?
23.
23, and may I ask your age, Mrs. Hathorne?
22.
22, huh? Well, were you married overseas or in this country?
Yes, I was married in England.
In England. Where were you married, Mr. By the way, tell me, Mr. Hathorne, after the ceremony, did you carry your bride across the ocean?
No.
No? Well, how'd you get here?
Well, I came first and she came afterwards.
That's the ideal honeymoon. I faintly remember the night I was married. I fainted and they pushed me across the threshold. How did you travel to America, Mrs. Hathorne?
Oh, on a ship with a lot of brides.
With a lot of brides?
Mm-hmm.
No men on the boat, just the...
Oh, just a few.
Oh, brother. What a crew to be on, eh? How I'd like to have been the captain in that boat, eh? But where did you take the boat?
From Liverpool.
Liverpool, eh?
Uh-huh.
Isn't that where they make Carter's little Liverpools? Well, I'm glad that the applause finally outweighed the groaning, eh? By the way, Mrs. Hathorne, how much is an English pound worth today?
About $4.
Well, if butter goes any higher, a pound will be worth $4 in this country, too. Tell me, Mrs. Hathorne, how did you meet your husband?
Oh, at the Red Cross.
The racetrack, did you say?
No, the Red Cross.
The Red Cross?
Uh-huh.
What were you doing there? Were you a nurse, or...
No, I was just there.
Well, I mean, what were you doing? Were you crossing or reading or what?
I was a hostess.
Oh, a hostess. Well, that's a specific job. That's what I was after. I've been after many a hostess. And tell me, what do you miss most by being away from England this Christmas?
Oh, my folks and Christmas pudding.
Christmas pudding?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are some of the English customs that you miss by being over here? I mean, you just don't sit around and eat pudding for the whole holiday.
Well, I should like to.
Well, doesn't that run into a lot of bicarbonate of soda? What kind of pudding is it, eh? The kind you stick your thumb in?
Yeah, and it's made of plums, and he had threepenny pieces in it.
Well, now, let's get this straight. You have coins in the pudding?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, isn't it tough on the teeth?
It is if you get one caught in your teeth.
Well, what kind of coins are they? Are they pounds?
No, threepenny pieces.
Oh, threepenny halfpenny, eh? I played in England many times over there at the Coliseum in Alhambra, and used to hang around Trafalgar Square there. Well, it's quite evident your marriage has been a great success. Now, let's play You Bet Your Life for $1,500. Now, in order to get a chance at the $1,500 question, you've got to run your dollars into more than our other couples. Halfpennies is what I really mean. Now, you're the last couple, so we'll soon know. I'm sorry I can't tell you how much the other couples won, but George Fenneman is off stage to remind our listeners.
The little girl and Santa Claus are leading so far with $85. So our war bride and her husband must earn more than $85. Now, back to Groucho.
Here we go. Good luck on the questions. You bet your life. You pick questions on famous football bowl games. The first question pays even money. Bet 10, make 10. How much of your $20 will it be? Now, one of you decide.
He can do the betting.
All right. Now, where is the famous Orange Bowl game held?
Miami?
Miami is right.
Groucho, they bet 10. They now have $30.
See, if this was soccer, she would answer the questions, huh? And if she did, he'd soccer. Now, your second question. Your second question also pays even money. Bet 10, make 10. How much do you bet? One of you decide.
How much have we got?
You've got 30 smackers.
Bet 20.
Or 6 pounds, huh? Your wife is aghast at that, huh? All right, you're betting $20. What city is host at the Sun Bowl game?
Texas.
What city? Texas is a big city. Now, which one is it?
Houston.
No, I'm sorry. The answer is El Paso. That was a tough question, though.
And that miss, Groucho, brings them down to $10.
Now you've got $10. Your third question pays 2 to 1. Bet 10, make 20. How much will you bet? 5. 5? All right with you, Mrs. Hathorne? All right. Where is the Delta Bowl game held? The Delta Bowl game. I'm sorry, the answer is Memphis, Tennessee. You picked a tough category here.
I should say they did.
Soft? How much have they got?
$5, Groucho.
$5. You going to bet the limit, or do you want to keep a nickel and bet $4.95?
I wish I could.
Huh? Why can't you? You can bet. You can keep a nickel. At least you'll be able to get home. One of you, anyhow. Huh? $5 you're going to bet? All right. This question pays 3 to 1. Bet 10, make 30. You're betting $5. Where is the Cotton Bowl game played? The Cotton Bowl game.
What state?
Well, no, what city?
Georgia.
No, I'm sorry. The answer is Dallas, Texas.
I'm sorry, too, Groucho, because they wind up with nothing.
But you're not going home broke. Don't forget you said the secret word and won $250. Merry Christmas from Elgin American Compact.
Say, Groucho, the big winner tonight is Santa Claus and the little girl with $85.
Congratulations to our winning couple, and thanks to all of you. In just 30 seconds, I'll ask the $1,500 question. But first, here's George Fenneman with a word on Christmas shopping.
To wrap up your Christmas shopping the most attractive way ever, remember 3 glamorous words. Elgin American Compacts. There's no more useful welcome gift. Every time a woman takes out her Elgin American, it identifies her with the fashion importance of this accessory. And also remember, every woman needs 3 compacts. Whether you give 1, 2, or 3, you'll wish her the merriest Christmas ever with the compacts first in fashion, Elgin American. Daylight, twilight, starlight. Now here comes Santa Claus and the little girl to get their chance at the $1,500 question. Remember, folks, beginning next week, Groucho will be heard on Wednesday nights just before Bing Crosby. And now here they are, Santa Claus and Little Beverly, who ran their $20 into $85.
All right, good luck on the question. You've got $85. If your answer is right, you win $1,500 in cash from Elgin American Compacts. I'll give you 10 seconds to decide the answer between you. And no help from the audience, please. If you reveal the answer, we'll have to ask another question. Now, just one answer between you now, so talk it over thoroughly. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right, here it is. Our national anthem was written during the bombardment of what American military establishment?
The Civil War?
No, I'm sorry, the correct answer is Fort McHenry, Baltimore. That's where Francis Scott Key wrote the Star-Spangled Banner. Well, that's too bad. $1,500 is a lot of money. However, you did earn $85, and it's all yours. And next week, we add another $500, so that'll make the big question worth $2,000. You've been a wonderful couple anyway. Thanks to both of you, and better luck next time. You bet your life. Good night, folks. Have you looked at your compact lately?
Your Life is a John Goodell production, transcribed in Hollywood, directed by Bob Dwan, with music by Stanley Myers. Remember, next week, the big question pays $2,000. Beginning Wednesday, December 31st, Groucho will be heard just ahead of Bing Crosby at 9:30 Eastern Time and 8:30 everywhere else. Be sure to tune in again on New Year's Eve. That's Wednesday night, December 31st, and every Wednesday from then on for You Bet Your Life. Starring Groucho Marx, presented by Elgin American, creators of America's most beautiful compacts, smartest cigarette cases, and finest dresser sets. Have you looked at your compact lately?
Welcome back. No one has ever, in my opinion, been able to go toe-to-toe with Groucho Marx when it came to ad-libbing. Because of the ad-libs, these shows were pre-recorded and then edited down for broadcast. Anything risque or boring was removed. The show also offered its contestants a lot of money and prizes. For the first 9 years of the show, the jackpot question was worth $1,000 and went up by $500 each week until one. While many of us wouldn't mind winning the $1,500 that was available in the jackpot in this show, in 1947, that would be worth about $17,000 in 2018 money. That's going to do it for our program. You can find I Love Old Time Radio on iTunes, the Google Play Store, and on Stitcher. You can listen to us on your Alexa device through TuneIn. Please take the time to rate us and leave a comment as well. Like us on Facebook at I Love Old Time Radio. Follow us on Twitter at I Love OT Radio. Comments and questions can be directed to our website at iloveoldtimeradio.com. If you'd like to help support this show, you can do so at iloveoldtimeradio.com/donate. Tune in Monday as The Shadow returns with another exciting program. Next Friday, Groucho returns with another episode of You Bet Your Life. For iloveoldtimeradio.com, this is Virtual Vinny.